Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Nkosi. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So today I'm going to be busting myth about ESL students or teachers, or about teaching English online. Okay, so the first myth that we are going to bust is about you need to be tech savvy when it comes to being an online or ESL teacher. I don't believe that. I feel like everyone can use a computer. We all have computers at home or at work, or when we go to the cafe to do some copies or printing or boost our CV or revamp our CV at the cafe or at the internet cafe. So I don't feel or see the need, or I don't see the need for ESL teachers to be tech savvy. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. You need to have experience before you can get or land an online job. I don't think that you need to have experience. There are companies that offers online teaching jobs when it comes to ESL teaching, online teaching, or doing some one-on-one online teaching. So I don't think you need experience. Experience is mandatory for other companies, but other companies, they are looking forward to train someone new and have them as their permanent employee. I don't know if I said that right. You work odd hours because the students that you are teaching, they are based in Asia. I don't think that's true. Not everyone who's learning English is based in Asia. A lot of students, they are also based in the UK, Saudi Arabia, Spain, all these countries, maybe German or Russia. And I've noticed that when it comes to German time, it's almost similar to our South African time. So I don't believe that you need to work odd hours for you to be an ESL teacher. It depends with the type of student that you are working with, or with the company that you are working with. And some companies, they have flexible hours where you can choose the hours on your own. What time are you available and what time you are not available at. You need to have a degree for you to start this job. I don't think so. There are companies that offers work or job to people who are not having any degree or any qualification. So it's not important that you must have a degree when it comes to teaching online. You can just have your TOEFL. So if you are interested in having your own TOEFL, I am currently doing my own TOEFL with Eye to Eye. I love the experience. I love how their lessons are. I love how they structure their study materials. So if you are interested in doing your own TOEFL course, you can email me on my email, or you can inbox me on my Instagram or Facebook inbox. I can tell you more about Eye to Eye. And the moment you join with my link, you will get your 10% off from choosing or buying your own course from them. They are a reliable company. Their company is based in the UK, and they have the best study material, and they are very, very helpful when you are struggling with your exams or assignment. You can just schedule a call with them. They can call you anytime, or you can email them and talk with them through the email. They are available to help every time you are struggling with something. You need to know your students' home language before you can teach online. That's just off. Why do you have to learn the language? Because one, you are based in your home and the student is based in their home, and the what brings you together is a profession. It's a job, it's a work, it's student and the teacher's relationship, where you are teaching the student the language or the English language. So other things, they don't matter. Either you know their L1 language or you don't know their home language. It's just not a big deal. So you don't need to know what their language and how to speak it or how to write it. That's not important at all, as long as you know how to teach English and you know how to do the lesson plans and activities and everything. That's what is important. You cannot make a living out of teaching online. That's a lie. I've seen a lot of people who make money out of teaching online or out of teaching the English language. It can make up to, I don't know, maybe 22k per month, but you can earn a lot as long as you have your degree and your 12 certificate. Or if you don't have a degree, you need to have your 12 certificate. If you want to join or you want to start your 12 course, you can click the link on the description box where it will take you to the 12, and then you get to know more about them, and you can have 10% off if you use my discounted code. You have to teach kids if you are teaching online. I know a lot of jobs that are available when it comes to teaching English. It's usually mostly kids, but you don't have to teach kids. You can teach teenagers, you can teach adults. There are adults who go for English courses or online English lessons. So yeah, it can vary from children, teenagers, or adults. So it's not always the case that you are going to teach the kids. No, it's not about teaching the children, but most of the time it's a mix. It's just up to the company that you're working for, or if you are a freelancer, it's just totally up to you. Another thing about your students, people tend to think that they share the same background, or they all are from the same culture, or they share the same culture or background or social ethics or anything. That's not true. You may find a student who's from China that they are different from a student from Spain because the culture is not different there, or maybe the student is different from one who's from Italy or one who is from the Saudi Arabia. So your students are totally different. They are not the same. They don't share anything that is the same most of the time. You know, people are not the same. Everyone is different in their own way, especially when we come from different backgrounds or from different culture or country. We are definitely going to be different. Even if we are from the same country, we are still going to be different. So another thing that I've heard about is that you need to be a native speaker for you to teach online. I don't think so. I've seen a lot, let me tell you, a lot of South Africans who are teaching online and who are teaching abroad, who goes out of this country to go and teach the English language. So you don't need to be a native speaker for you to do this course, but what you need to have is the 12 certificate. So if you need a 12 certificate, don't forget, you can inbox me, we can talk, and then the moment you purchase your course, you can get 10% off. Another thing is that they tend to think that if you are teaching your students English, you always have to correct them if they say something wrong. You don't have to. No one likes to be corrected every time they make mistakes, especially when it comes to language. English language, it's not our mother tongue, and your student may not be their mother tongue or their home language. So there are errors that you can fix, and there are errors that you can ignore or just pretend like they didn't happen. Or yeah, because actually not nice being corrected every time you said something wrong, or you didn't construct a sentence right, or you didn't pronounce something right, but you can just try to correct it on your own without having to always, I don't know how to put it, but you can just you don't have to always correct the mistakes, but you can try to make corrections at the end of the lesson. Without that, every time your student speaks and then they say something wrong, and then you're like, no, you say this that way or not that way. It's not supposed to be always like that. That's what I believe. Another thing is that students cannot use their home language in class. They can use their home language in class, because I grew up in a school where I used to use my home language in class, but when it's time for a lesson or it's time for a certain subject to come, I was not allowed to use my home language, because most of the time the lecturers or the teachers, they couldn't understand my home language and I couldn't understand their home language, so it was important for me to use English. So it should be like that with your learners, so that when they are in class doing their own thing, they can use their home language, but if it's time to teach or time for the lesson, English only. Yeah. So this is the end of this video. Please don't forget, if you want to do your 12th certificate, you can contact me. I2I has special where you can have your 10% off discount. If you put my discounted code, you will get yourself a 10% discount from that.